Hello everyone, Author184 here, also known as Saint Killjoy. We'll be playing some stories, The Path of Destinies. I got my copy from Evolve PR, thank you very much Evolve. I can show up to 3 stories. Today I'm just going to show 1 story. I think I'm going to show a complete story anyways. I've been having problems with my internet, which is why I haven't streamed in a month. But
once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
alright, so this is my first story. Sounds like an interesting one. I don't really know much about this game. I'm assuming it's got some roguelike elements. And it's also the stories are procedure generated is my guess from the trailer and some of the things I've read about when I was on the terminal website. At the moment, I'm stuck at a nice loading screen. If we could just load, that'd be great. I'm not the most patient when it comes to loading screens. I don't feel like things should take like a full minute. Full minute's ridiculous.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Oh, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
I like that there's a narrator, but I don't necessarily know that I like that it's one narrator doing the whole shebang. Some different voices would have been nice. Is there a jump button? Okay, that's attack.
The 2 ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The ravens cawed and rushed at him.
Oh, there's one raven down. More ravens. Enemy's about to attack. Maybe L up, I think is what they're trying to say. It looks like L up. To counter. Countering can interrupt any other action. Let's do it. Well, couldn't counter that. Crap. Alright, so where's this
A
kid at?
dropship flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
Hold square to grab. You know, everything's square. Alright, I gotta hold square to grab. There. I would like some variety,
The
please.
Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke making the skyship docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels, or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere, and neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Renato going to get a hero sword?
I'm assuming it's gonna be this way. Oh look, there's a treasure chest. What's in the chest? Square it open.
And wind essence? That sounds about right. I'll need a... Perfect.
Sword crafting. The selected sword's current level and special power. Select sword's special power at next level. Looks badass. Great. The resources needed to upgrade the selected sword. Press square again. Like there's no other buttons but the square button. That's just great. Anything else over here to interact with I'm sure is going to be the square button. I don't like games that one button mash.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renato's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid. He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you. Cute, said Renato. Oh, ravens.
Gotta get that counter on, baby.
It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. Damn it. Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Each time you gain a level, you also gain a skill point. Spend your skill point at the altars scattered throughout Boreas to gain new powerful abilities or upgrade existing ones. There are 4 tiers of skills. The more truths you discover, the more tiers you unlock. Here you can find the description of each skill and its unlocked requirements. You have 1 skill point to spend. Go and buy the hook shot skill.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Boom. So now I use the square button and the triangle to pull stuff closer to me, or use these little hook altar things.
And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kestra run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off. No! Peter! The kid ran for it, and a goggler nailed him with its eye.
Is the kid dead? Well, I was trying to grab it like it said I could, but maybe the goggler is an enemy you cannot grab.
The book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway. What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. "Where are you running, rebel?" cawed the Raven captain over the loudhailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. "Just going out for milk?" Renato yelled back. "Where can you run?" laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. "Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life!" it cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time, unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper.
Alright, so this is now officially my second story. Every time it comes back to the book, it starts a new story. I'm only allowed to show you 3 stories, so this is the second story. I'm going to choose Lapino.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
Come on, loading screen!
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
Alright, so
Renato's blood was up. He just needed to
got some destructible stuff in the environment. That's cool. Regain health, which I didn't need to. But hey, at least now I know you can regain health. Wahahaha. Don't want to use... Well, don't want to use... Did I... Let's just see what we got here. Nope. Haven't gained anything. What's gems? Gem socketing. This is the gem socketing menu. Here you can equip powerful gems that will augment both your offensive and defensive abilities. Your gauntlet has 3 sockets in which you can put gems. Select one of the sockets to see your gems. I select the socket. Each gem has 3 levels and its effect increases with each level. Picking up a gem you already have will automatically upgrade that gem's level. You can find gems in the chest scattered throughout Boreas if you're lucky enough. Does it say locked to it all? Yeah, I'm not supposed to do that yet. Well, I couldn't help it. The option was there. Oh, look, maybe there's a gem here. Alright, so 5 ore. No, that's not destructible. Just a cart. What is... Nothing, just background. What is this?
This was definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
How high does it go? Where does it go? This isn't immersion breaking at all. No, I'm just floating on a hexagon or an octagon. What is this?
The ravens had taken the town.
Scots.
Renato had seen villages emptied like this. All the people taken away to be sacrificed in the Emperor's secret rituals. Renato hoped the people were just hiding.
Interesting. You know, that's just a weird choice of level design. I'm not kind of sold on it completely yet.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
If you're hot enough. Nope. There's no jump button. Maybe jump is a skill I can learn later. Use altar. Why not? Do not have a skill point. Alright. So, workbenches and altars and stuff I can't use yet. Yaw. Where are the enemies? Alright, another hero sword gate.
Can't we just agree to disagree? Said Renato. No?
Yeah, the counter is really easy to pull off. Basically, just hold up while you're fighting the entire time, and you'll always counter, like that. Wow.
Ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky.
Can't go
If they
back.
got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lupino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
Still not needing help, but I'm hoping that something else can pop out besides health. I've got no idea what the drops are. Beyond health, that is. That sucker had nothing. Very interesting. Can you get the haystacks? No, of course not.
Renato felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he
Alright,
didn't have to go to school for
dash.
that.
Supernatural dash. Attack immediately when the previous attack hits to land a perfect strike. Bonus damage. I like the sound of that. Slow down time after successful counter. Aggressive defense. Health. Run faster. Give me the perfect strike, please. Oh. Required dash.
It was starting to come back to
Super.
him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought,
Wow.
the more
So
he'd
everything has a
probably
prerequisite, or just that had a prerequisite, maybe? I don't know. Interesting. Well, let's just continue on. I've now got dash. So down below there's 2 little bars that fill up. Dashing consumes 1 bar. Yep, just always hold it up and you will block. Kinda hard to handle multiple though. Well, okay, so
Go back to school, said Ronaldo. Who's next left?
I don't know, man. The narrator, I'm not saying the narrator's not good. It's just not. I don't know, man. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Again, one voice doing it all. I mean, been spoiled by too many games. Not quite enough to upgrade. What's in here? Nothing in there. I don't really understand why they've got all this stuff in the background if it's so linear. Wrong sword. Well, which sword do you need? Won't even give me a hint. Just have the wrong sword. Can I destroy tombstones? No, I cannot.
Surprisingly,
Ah, XP. I've leveled up again. Let's go back to the altar. Give me perfect strike.
Dirty and bloody, Ronaldo finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Ronaldo recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Decisions. Let's go capture Zenobia.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Ronaldo's best friend in Sword Fu School. And you're still mad for her, the rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never told him who she really was. She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the master spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
And the game was saving.
The city was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Ronaldo shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators.
Chapter
Could
2.
he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
I probably should have looked. Saw if there's any other stuff up there. Whoops. See if we can go back up real quick. Nah, I blew it. So, be sure to check the top before you go down. There might be a chest or something hiding up there, because, I don't know, you see a lever, you gotta go push on the lever, right? That's what happened to me anyways.
Hero wall. Hero sword. Ice wall. Ice. Huge.
Wrong sword. Another eye. We'll just dispatch the eye. Since I found out that I can't grab the eye and pull it towards me, which doesn't make any sense at all, I think I should be able to grapple the eye with the triangle, but developers didn't think so, so... Oh, come on. Well, yep. There's that coming.
Sleep tight, thought Renato.
Alright, we got rid of all those. Doesn't look like there's anything else around. Let's just hit the lever. What's the deal with the glowing thing up there? I wonder. I don't know, might just be background. Got no idea. It's not a bad game, it's kind of a simple game. It feels...
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lupino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lupino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon.
What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renato.
Wow. Go for Lupino's geese net, fire toad, or watermelon pan. Why not? What could go wrong?
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lupino, as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
I'm curious what that's gonna look like.
If I craft a sword now, it's gonna be really short.
It's gonna be really short. What do you mean it's gonna be really short? Oh. Interesting, but I can't do anything, so... Never mind. Hope I can break pots, though.
He wasn't that good. Yet.
Yeah. The hardest thing with the counter is just you can't counter two at the same time. Wow, all that death and not quite a level. Is this the watermelon?
Renato felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds,
back to
Lupino's
the
idiotic plan worked.
story, are we?
Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Renato jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat.
Renato, she said. Are those new scars? They look good on you.
You never returned my velvet jacket.
It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet.
Oh, what does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Lupino. But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the Farfarer, and took her east, over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye. Without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Ah, Lapina was right, Renato thought reluctantly. She knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lapino. You have to catch her. Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer. If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost. Well, he did love a good chase.
Alrighty, and that is all I can show you. I can only show you 3 stories, and I'm going to count the tutorial as 1 because I don't know. It's a little gray area of should I count the tutorial or should I not. Where they're aired as safely, I can only show you 3 stories. I chose to show you the tutorial, so I'm just going to call that 1. So I'm going to stop it here, and I'll probably show you some more when the embargo lifts, but until the embargo lifts, this is all I can show you. I am enjoying the game. I do think it's a little simplistic, but that might not be a bad thing, because if you have younger children, this might be a good game for them, although there is a little bit of cursing. Not much, but a little bit. I am enjoying it though, and I'm going to play more of it, so I will see y'all next time.